is Savenaca Seniloli. I'm a PFAN Advisor based in Fiji, in the city of Suva. Let's just look at the first two with a new concept altogether, new technology you're trying to introduce. It's important as you go through your assessment to look at your country or nation where you're introducing this, the regulation, the legal framework where you wanted to be participate. Is it allowing you to do what you're proposing? It's very important to know it from the beginning, because if not, it can be the one that sort of kicks you back and you start again. Okay, once that's done, if that's conducive or enabling, and then next thing is probably for as an advisor, usually because it's new, you look at the working out on a trial period, a learning phase, or a prototype that comes in, and it's good to have numbers beside that and have the foundation too on having that model scale up. And that's something that the PFAN look at, not only introducing it, but we would like to see it scale up, because you want this intervention or this proposal that you're proposing affecting a lot of people in addressing those three areas that PFAN works in. Again, there's a market. I'm sure the entrepreneurs identified there's a market there. So as you come into the market, your pricing position has to be right. So if it's right, we'll be asking the question on your product. How I'm sure you would like to have a good return. That means your price will probably quite high, maybe the initial assessment, and we'll ask the question, okay, how do you justify that? And it's important that we do that through having a quality product and having the quantity in terms of reliable supply to the market, and that has to be explained in your business case. It's very important, especially nowadays. Quality, again, there's standards or regulation in the country of yours, making sure that whatever you produce falls within, and whatever operation you put together, to make sure that the variability is very minimal, that it's always within that the boundaries that's been set by the name on that product or the service that you're offering. Talking about reliability or the quantity of supply into the market, it's important that you, apart from whatever you're churning out from whatever platform you put together, most of these things you sort of rely on importation, probably materials to be brought in, machinery. So supply chain management, quite critical. So for the commercial viability of your business. So we'll be looking at how you manage that, see where you're buying or sourcing from, understand the risk from those countries where you're sourcing from, because the political situation, adverse weather, so maybe you have some second source, especially if this product that you're going to be introducing is quite critical. So that's quite important in terms of your viability, and so you can sustain your business over the years, scale it up too when you start to scale up. From the technical side, how viable is it technically? Again, new technology that's coming out now, it's important that it could be supported with manning in the nation of yours. If it's a new technology, somehow you can put together, we'll be looking at that, how are you going to be supporting that, because initially probably be supported from abroad. I mean, there's technology nowadays with modem, they can be seeing things from abroad, but then you have a disruption too with the internet. So it's good to have your own local manning, can be supporting that. So we'll be also assessing on those measures that you put in place to address those kind of risks. As an island nation like ours, I've talked about supply chain, and that's something that I've experienced in the organization I've worked with. So as a recommendation to you, it's important to have probably two sources. So when, say, one major source has an impact on the operation, you can tap into the other source to make sure that your operation in wherever you are gets this consistent supply, and they will be producing into the market. Because if you introduce something new, it comes out nice quality looking, but then you're like what we call it in Fiji, a tap that goes on and off. You're seen, and then after that you're gone. The market will start losing trust on or confidence in your product, and they'll probably shift back to what they used to before, imported product or the old technology. So it's important that you manage that. So it's to do with technical also, the technology you have, make sure that consistency of supply into the market.